Hello, welcome back to Lions Lamps. Can you hear me? I think so. It looks like it. Gotta turn this down. There we go. Don't know what happened there. I think I need to turn it down more. Oh wow. Okay. So it seems like I haven't live streamed in a little bit, um, which is true. Haven't done that in a little bit, but I'm doing it now because why not? Well, I actually told someone that I would. So let's go ahead and play this, even though it's, well, actually, it is Monday. Is this hardcore? Nope, it's just normal survival. Cool. I haven't been on in a little bit. Oh, this world. Yeah, I kind of gave up on this world. Um, the reason being, I'll show you. This was a live streaming world. We ain't gonna be playing this one today. But I'll show you why I haven't, like, why I gave up on this world. Ow. Oh dear. Don't need you to. I don't need you. Ah! Piglins! So up there is a, what's it called? Piglin farm. Zombified piglin farm. But if we go over this way, I had decided, and these were all cheated, and I'm not. That's partially why I haven't played this world. Because as soon as I start cheating, I lose all interest in the world. So now I do my best not to do that. But I have this little area, which I had decided that I didn't want. Oops. Really? Keep inventories turned on? I had decided that I didn't want to use multiple worlds anymore. Instead, I just wanted to have one world for whatever I needed to do, live streaming and for personal. And that hasn't quite worked out. Because again, I gave up on the world. So let's try that again. And not to die this time. Did not know that I was on, what's it called? What was I going to say? Yeah, I didn't know that I had the keep inventory on. Okay. Should just use like a bunch of torches or something. Next time I do something like this, I'm just gonna use torches. Oh dear. Sorry, dude. Oh. Come here, pork chop. Whoa! That guy just threw me. Wow, okay. Did not expect that. So I made this area, which is just, well, I don't even know what I was gonna do. I just started making something. I wanted to build into a mountain, made a little bridge and everything. And here's a village. I spent a long time getting the villagers from this village into that little mountain. You know, this world is now forfeit, so yeah. Gonna go ahead and just create a new world. You see how many worlds I have? You know what? Before we... This is something that you usually would not do on stream, but I want to. Wait, what version is that? 1.14, 1.14, 1.14. This can go. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. I think I know what this one is, and I'm gonna create up a backup and load. Oh, this was on a server. This was on my server. Yeah. This, as sad as it makes me, that can go. What's this? This might be another series that I planned on doing, but ended up not doing. Yeah, this was a... What's it called? This was a series that I wanted to do. If I do another series like it, I'll just go ahead and make a new world for that. We don't need that. I need to delete a bunch of things. Creative building. I have a different world for creative building. So, I don't think I need this one. I have no clue why I have this world. Looks like I've cleared a bunch of the forest here, but why did I have this world? Just gonna delete it. Oops. Hello. How are you? Oh, I know what this world was. This was the world that I had for testing something. So you can delete that. Now I do think I know what this one was. I think this one might be a another like a private world that I had that I dropped because I cheated, I think. Wait, no. No, this is not one of those worlds. I don't know why I dropped this one. Whoa, Skella boy. Whoa, Creeper boy. So let's keep that. I might come back to it at some point. I do. I at least remember talking to you. What is this? Okay, I'm fairly certain that I made this one just to build something. I don't know. Hmm. This one can go. Okay. What's this one? Did I say 1.12? Even learning more about the YouTube algorithm? Cool. I got 9 days until my birthday. Whoa. What is this world? So this world isn't important. New World 3. Oh, this one was going to be like an island survival. And that ain't happening. If I do an island survival, that's going to be later on. I've been growing way faster than before. Nice. Might want you to be a part of Lion Slams at some point. I don't know, but this world is going to die. What's test 2? 3 megabytes. I don't know. I don't know why I made this world. But I see diamonds down there. Oh, there's more diamonds. Looking like this is kind of nauseating. Hold on. Okay. I don't know why. You could join my research team I started. I'm sorry, but no. So, I say that for good reason. I will be a truck driver soon. At least I will be applying to be a truck driver soon. So, oh, here's a... Must be a testing world. Research hurts your brain? I'm sorry. I like research. But yeah, I'll be a pure truck driver soon. So I won't be doing much. This is only 1 megabyte. This is gonna go. Yeah, no. This is not even anything. I probably used it to test something out. Valia. Roleplay map. This one can go. I want to keep this one because, well, for things. The world? Oh, yeah, that occurred to me. As soon as I like thought about it. Now this was a Wanderer thing, which was a series that I wanted to do. I might end up just restarting the whole thing. Yeah, because it looks like I cheated in this one. Yeah, no. I remember this. I definitely cheated. So yeah, no, this one's gonna go. I can help by editing or researching? Cool. Let's see. Scar. What is Scar? Backed up. 2 megabytes. Hold on. Just gonna do this on stream. What is this? And what is that? So I think as soon as we backed up this world, I think it was a some sort of map, but since it was backed up, it just didn't work for some reason. I think something about loading it up just didn't work. No clue what this is. It's labeled Woof. I imagine that I might have made that to say this world will be for like a series or something. I don't know though. Nope. I joined it again. It would be nice to have someone to help with editing when I go on the road. I do plan on having a few people. I know what this is. I can delete it. Wait, there's two. What? No, I plan on having a team of people, a team of content creators, working on Lion Slams and being a part of it. I probably won't be a huge part of the content creators themselves. I will be more like the manager, being like, hey, get this done, hey, get this done. For the first little bit, they're eventually I would love to pay the content creators. And I might be able to pay them something when I become a truck driver. Otherwise, no clue. What? Okay, so yes, this one can stay. That top one can stay. This one can go. Is there a third one? Just get out of here. That can go. Wait. There's two lions down here. What is this? What's my vision for this channel? My vision is to have a, well, my vision is almost like, okay, it's almost like Rooster Teeth, but not really like them. So, I do want a team of content creators who can be with each other and have fun in general. I cheated in this world. I'm going to keep this world just for sake of memories. I'm going to see what this other one is. But the point of the point of why it's different or how it's different is instead of making fun of each other, we'll be more like helping each other. Of course, we'll be making fun of each other every once in a while, but it will be like a controlled making fun of each other. Like, make sure, like, you can make fun of each other, just don't go this far. Like, there will be rules for this. And like, if GTA 5 was ever played, there's a thing that is called, oh, what's it called? Well, you can send muggers after people that you know, And I see that, and I'm just like, no, thank you. I don't want that. Because I've seen that in, other things. I've seen in Rooster Teeth, them sending mugger after mugger after mugger after Gavin Free. And I just do not like that. Besides, I don't think... I honestly don't think I would ever play the GTA 5 on the channel, because the GTA 5 is just immoral, and I don't like GTA 5. The only reason why I would ever play GTA 5 is the racing aspect. That's it. The only reason why I would play GTA 5. I don't want to play it for any other reason. And I want to show people that there are ways that you can help people that doesn't include hurting them, or it doesn't include it being some really big thing. Like, helping someone could be something as simple as giving one a stack of seeds in Minecraft, and that could mean the world to them. And it's just something really small, something really... people would think that's really dumb, but it was really kind, because that person was like, hey, I really need a stack of seeds for this project that I'm working on, and I'm in the middle of a desert, and someone's just like, all right, I got you, bro, I got some seeds for you. Oops. Meow. I think this is the one I was talking about earlier, where it was a private world and I cheated. If it is, that's really sad, because I put a lot of work into this world. Yeah. Yeah, it is sad, because I really have put a lot of work into this world. But then I had to go and ruin it by cheating, and I cheated this part up here. This part, not really. But I did end up cheating with this world. Man, I'm stupid. It was either that or that over there. And here's a little fishing hut. I don't know if this design still works, though. I think I'll keep this for the sake of memories. A big vision, but no plan, but a good vision at that. I know. I don't know what to do for the plan itself. Well, the plan currently is to be a truck driver and hopefully be able to pay, eventually pay these content creators. You really like it? You want to help now? Thanks. I really need to think this out more. I need to have like a table of like people. What is... oh, I know what this is. I spent a bit of... now this world I did not cheat in. This is a hardcore world. I did not cheat in this world. I just dropped it for some reason. Glass domes. Don't know why I chose glass, but I chose glass domes. You can see this being... you can see this be a thing. Yeah, I can too. I just need help. I can't do it by myself. I wish I can, but I can't. I tried to do this by myself for like a year. It did not go well, as you can probably tell. And I made this just for fun. And it was really sad seeing that the pigs don't actually dance when Pig Step is on. Cool. Oops. Did I place another? No, I did not. Okay. This world can go. Oop. I joined again. Did not want to do that. delete. What is this for recording? Oh, I know what this one is. This was another challenge world that I started and gave up on. So the idea was this was originally going to be like a Tree Heart world. But it didn't work out because I dropped it. I got to this island and I was just like, oh, I don't want to walk on leaves or anything. So the idea was that if I was able to lily pad over to another island or anything else, I could walk on that area without having to use the wood from the island or the original tree. Nothing ever became of it, though. Now, I think it'd be a lot more fun to do this with a bunch of other people. You're willing to help? Well, thank you very much. It is a very big help. Even just seeing that you're willing to help. I don't know what this world is. You know, let's just delete all these hardcore worlds. Because there's nothing in here. I know that for a fact. Okay. What's this? I don't know. Looks like I spawned in and did nothing. Top contender, chill hardcore wanderer, Atlantis, on the moon. Let's just delete on the moon. Top contender can just go. Atlantis can go. I had a lot of ideas. See, then we have Underground Wasteland. When 1.17 comes out, that's gonna be bad anyway. A Wild West. This one can just go. I do want to keep this one because it is just a wanderer, meaning nothing that happens in it actually matters. So personal, new world and world. This is Hermitcraft. Want to see what this one is? I think I might have an idea. Oh, you stupid berries. I don't remember fully. I know I never live streamed this one because it did say personal. I really don't know what this one is. No, it's not what I was thinking because that one was one that I used for... What's it called? The one that I was thinking about was used for a series that I, again, dropped. I dropped a lot of series. Let's just delete that. I do have a Discord specifically for the content creating part, for the content creators for Lions to Lambs. Do you have a Discord? I don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is. And looks like I don't have a bed with me. Let's see. You know, nothing that I have on me actually matters, but the rabbit stew maybe. You do have a Discord? Cool. What is it? I'm gonna go ahead and draw myself because I want to know what this world was. ow, ow. Okay, cool. Respawn. What? Mm. Huh. I have no clue what I did with this world. I have vague memories, but I got no clue. Look up Weirden TV on Google, and they should have a link to it. Okay. It's called Weirden TV Fan Group. Alright. I have joined. Okay. Now we're gonna delete this world. I have joined. You should see someone called Nerdy Lion just joined. Oh, this was the Hermitcraft. And yes, I know that just from seeing this. This was Corrales' base. This must be the last thing that he had on him. His last armor stuffs. Chatting. What is chatting? Oh, this was a YouTube thing. I did this while live streaming, and I was just chatting. I think I did this with you on the... I think we were talking when I was doing this. I believe. Let's keep that. For memory's sake. What's this? What's this? What's this? There's white things everywhere. What's this? Aha! A survival world. This one, I believe, was in the same live stream. I believe. I build stairs and I end up jumping anyway. I jumped here and here. I guess I just like jumping. Now the question is, do I continue this world or do I leave it? Do I drop it? This was the world I was in when you first found the stream. Nice. And we got creative housing, which means that we've remained. We've went back to the beginning. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new world. I know. What should I call this world? You were looking for small YouTubers at that point? I understand. I do the same thing every once in a while. I'm going to go ahead and put it on hard. Survival, allow cheats. No. Data packs, game rules. Do I want to mess with the game rules? Show death messages. Command, block, announcements. Tick speed. Update weather, fire, advanced time of day, drop logs, mob loot. Excuse me. Pillager patrols. Mobs, phantoms off. I'm sorry, Minecraft, but I don't like phantoms. Wait, no, I gotta have it on because if I want to ever complete the what's it called? If I ever want to complete the achievements, I gotta have phantoms on. Spawn mobs, universal anger. Let's turn that off. Entity cramming, forgive dead players, disable raids. Allow spectators to generate terrain. Respawn location radius. I'm gonna go ahead and set that to 1. Generate health, keep inventory after death, fire damage, fall damage, drowning damage. Require a recipe for crafting new. Respawn immediately, no thank you. And then disable, let you move and check. Cool. Then world options, bonus chest off. And now I just need a word for the world generator. What do I use as the word? I actually kind of really liked doing the Wanderer series because I didn't need to have a legitimate base. But like if I'm playing like a normal world, I want to have a legitimate base. That world that you saw earlier that I had I actually had the 2 bases. One was in the mountain, one was in just in some snowy biome. That's the farthest I've gotten. That's the farthest I've gotten without cheating. You know, by myself. I had at some point in that world, I had multiple elytra, which I was proud of. But then I had to go and ruin it by cheating. I cheat in the slightest, and I'm just I just ruin it at that point. If you can promise to be PG-13, family friendly. Yeah, if you can. Not PG-13. If you can promise to be family friendly, then sure, I would not mind calling. You are on your channel? Alright. Sounds good to me. Hello!
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. So how's life?
Good. I'm a bit frightened for when I turn 21 in 9 days.
Ah.
Because I'm going to be applying for truck driving jobs.
Ah. I still don't have a job.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a lot younger. But I just didn't get a job because it would ruin my mom's plan on getting a house.
How?
Because if you don't know, it would cause the government to want more money because they would want to get part of my check that I get from the thing or whatever or something like that. I don't. And I don't know the full thing, but my mom was telling me. I don't remember the whole thing, but yeah.
They would take more from your check.
Like, they would take hers, but then they would also take a lot of mine since, you know, I don't know how to explain it, and I don't remember all of it, so I can't really explain it.
Well, since you are a dependent, it shouldn't matter.
Mm.
I mean, house stuff depends. Well, it depends majorly on the amount of credit you have, like what your credit score is.
Mhm.
Like my dad can't buy a house right now because his credit is bad. That
Oh,
and he
my
already
dad.
owns a house.
Yeah, my dad's credit is bad, but my mom's is pretty good.
At least that's good.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard of anything about having a
I don't.
dependent having a job and it ruining things to buy a
I I
house.
I don't know how to explain it because my mom had this whole big plan almost on how we're gonna get a house because we're in a bad situation.
Ah,
So I don't know how to explain it totally because I don't remember all of it. So I can't really explain it to the fullest of extent.
yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, I may not understand some things, but hey, it is your family and your life.
Yeah, yeah.
I told my sister yesterday I work best in theoretical science, not real world health.
uh, oh, I actually so far actually seem to be really good. Like math, I'm really good on paper and all this, but like research and everything, oh my God, I'm actually amazing.
I'm pretty good at math.
Like especially if it's something I'm interested in, I'm really good at research and the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. I've been finding a lot of interesting stuff about it.
I
So
bet.
I've been researching a lot. There's actually an exploit, but you can't get it unless you have like 100K subscribers, which is the community tab.
Oh,
There's this exploit where YouTube, because if you don't know that YouTube has this thing where, so for how your videos get out into the YouTube algorithm is by either tags, watch time, and interaction.
right.
So, but with the community tab, you you don't really, the only interactions you really have are if you set up a poll, you can have people voting things, or you can have likes or comments. So those, so you do have interaction, but three, which is an extra one, which is an interesting one, which means a more higher chance of that getting out into the YouTube algorithm. But well, what was it? I don't remember all of it, all the stuff in the video, but I know there was a few things that videos have that the community tabs don't have, which means they have to do it a different way than the videos, which means the community tabs have higher chance of getting more views than your videos, which give you more higher possibility of getting your channel out there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was actually, when I found that exploit, I was like, oh, I can't wait to hit 100K to mess with that. I would love to mess with that thing.
Makes sense.
I would love to play around with that thing. It'd be awesome.
Would love
Yeah,
to
it's actually,
play around with the community tab.
yeah, after I heard about that exploit, oh my God, I would love it. And also, no one really uses it because a lot of YouTubers, when it first was added, they couldn't find any uses for it, and they didn't like it and all this, and they just decided to get rid of it. And then after YouTube slowly was updating it, and no YouTubers would mess with it, which means that YouTubers like Dream and other YouTubers would be like, they would just they would use it and they would grow faster than a lot of these other YouTubers, and they they would not know how.
Right.
Well, unless they research it like I am. So
Research
like,
can be very fun.
what?
Research can be very fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just interrupted you. Go on with what you were saying.
No, it's fine. But yeah, it's very interesting while they're reading all this. Like I've found a lot of interesting things that help your videos and all that can help videos and all this grow. And my channel has actually been growing quite a bit. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. Like
Okay.
my views were doing horrible, but that was mostly because I was originally using a software that puts
Oh.
watermarks on my videos, and a lot of my viewers didn't like it, so my views were dropping, you know.
Yeah, I can
And
see that.
so, but once I fixed that, I started trying to level my views out, and I actually got it at a good area. right now. I got it leveled out and all this, and now I'm starting to follow the plans that I have.
Right.
So right now I'm trying to follow trends. I'm trying to keep the knowledge of everything I have by, like mostly Dream. I'm mostly following the. I'm trying to follow the steps of Dream. Almost. That's why a lot of my viewers are. Because I even tell my viewers they're saying I'm the next Dream, or they call me Dream Son.
Dream Son. Nice.
I know it's funny. There's even a few people, back then before I was doing all this research because I started my channel. I didn't feel like doing all the research like I did for all the other YouTubers.
Right.
Before I was a YouTuber, so I was like, I'm gonna just do my channel and have fun with it, and mess around and learn how to do the YouTube stuff because I never done on camera stuff. Like yes, I've acted and all for YouTubers, but I've never I've never made a video myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I wanted to experience it for myself and all this, and I wanted to do my own little thing, to see what it's like to be a small YouTuber. And after, I did all that, I decided I'm gonna grow, and I started a little too late. Last year I was just starting like around the end of the year, and that's not a good time to start researching a lot of this stuff. You want to research it like every year around the beginning, all this.
Well, if you think about it, whenever you start, I don't think the time of the year that you start really matters a whole lot. I think it more matters like how long you have been researching for, and like how much effort you're putting into it, because you can start like late in the year like you did and
I know.
grow a whole lot.
What I'm trying to say though is there's new techniques every year, and not just that, there's also new topics and all this every year, you know what I mean?
Ah.
So
yeah.
The YouTube algorithm changes like almost every year. But so far there's only one topic that has never changed so far.
Oh?
Which is Dream.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, because Dream knows how to keep himself in the algorithm. He knows a lot about the algorithm. He studied it for like years. He understands it very well.
Yeah, it's a very smart thing that you are studying the algorithm, because I didn't even think about that when I started.
Yeah, I've done it for other channels. I just never done it for myself.
Right.
And now I'm just starting out, and my videos and everything are starting to do better. Like I'm leveled at like my views are leveled at, where I get like the highest I get is 100 views, and then the lowest I get is maybe 16 views, but that's not normal. I normally get like at least 30 or more.
Right.
So like I have I have one video at 100. Most of my videos are private, just because I didn't want to show my face because I keep my family things safe because of after all the things I've heard about YouTubers. So like because I've heard a lot of YouTubers getting shot, stabbed, and I also heard of people like Dream. There's a lot of people that want to kill Dream and also hurt his family. So I just decided to stop showing my face to hopefully keep that from happening.
Right.
So that's why I privated a lot of my videos, and I had a lot of videos that had 100 views back then.
Oof.
But what was it? So right now I only have like one video that's professional. My other video is a test, which actually has 100 views. Oh, sorry. Wait, give me a second. So yeah, the video that I did that got 100 views is like a test video. It wasn't even edited.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't edit it, and it had like 108 views so far.
Oh wow.
Which is not the most I've ever gotten on a video. I've gotten quite a lot of views on some like I have a video on my main channel that has 394 subscribers right now. I've gotten I gotten 300 views. I got 300 views on this channel once, and 200 views like on 2 videos, I think. And then after that, I also have another channel that has hit 1K views.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was actually something. It was when I didn't know much about YouTube. I was just, that was what was it when my friend was like, you should try being a YouTuber or whatever. And that's after I helped him with his channel almost. And also another good thing that I like using is tools, like other tools that can help you, like vidIQ, which they created a bunch of different things to help you. So here I'll share my screen so you can see it.
All right.
So if you see, you can see that there's these percentage thing, and then there's all this stuff up here.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff is I don't know exactly what it was. I don't even remember how I set it up. My friend Evelyn taught me how to set this up. But pretty much vidIQ is a thing that can help you almost. They try helping, YouTubers to grow their channels almost.
Okay.
It's like a small business on YouTube almost that helps YouTubers. So pretty much, this is the percentage here is to tell you the difference for like how many likes and dislikes you have. So that's why this is 83 because it got 2 dislikes and 10 likes on this. And then and then there's some videos that have 100% because it has 14 likes and 0 dislikes. And all a mess. And so yeah, and what I'm trying to do, if you don't know, so I'm using a bunch of techniques for this one specific video I released because I want to get as many views the way that video gets exposed.
Right.
So that way when it gets exposed, hopefully people start deciding to check my channel out and hopefully decide to subscribe. So I'm using almost every technique I've learned on this one video, which is I'm trying to. So what I did with the video is I was trying to make it long, but keep people interested. You know what I mean?
Right.
Through the whole video, keep them watching it, instead of skimming through it and all this. So I wanted to keep them interested. I did my best of that. I don't know how good I am with that part yet. I'm still trying to figure that part out. But I also put the title as "What If Dream SMP," which is a big topic. And then I also put ... at the end, which is a big thing that a lot of big YouTubers use. They put ... at the end, 3 dots. And what that does is, if you don't know, YouTube does this thing where if the titles are really long, it does, ... and people click on the video to see the rest of the title. So pretty much a lot of YouTubers uses that to their advantage by putting that in the title, so people will click on it thinking that the title is a lot longer. And they go into the video and they're like, oh, this is the title, and they don't really get upset about it. That's the thing that no one really gets upset about. You don't get in trouble for it, and you can get more views on it by doing it. Which, I think is pretty cool. That's why in almost every video you see, I use the ... technique or whatever, I guess you could call it. And then another thing, if you haven't noticed, I put Minecraft in the beginning. Every Minecraft in the title, I put it in the beginning. Oh, mess. Which is another good thing to do. And also another thing, if you're to make, you always want to make thumbnails, but you also don't want to overdo your thumbnails or make them too, like, not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, too complicated.
Don't make them, don't overdo it.
Don't make them too complicated. Just like something simple.
Yeah, like, and don't try making it, like, don't make it too simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like some of this, like this one right here, the Hypixel one with the Nether portal behind it. Yeah, that was something really simple that I did, and for that stream or whatever, which it looks interesting, and you want the thumbnails to look interesting, so they want to click on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh dear.
And you also want to have a title. Because you want them to look at it and be like, ooh, I like that. That sounds interesting. Let's click on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one's not as interesting, the thumbnail, but I didn't feel like it that day. But anyway, I kind of have to go. So.
All right.
I guess I'll talk to you later or whatever.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Bye. Bye.
Have a nice day. Well, that was very interesting. I'm pressing buttons. I keep getting cold and hot. I keep switching between feeling cold and feeling hot. How long have I been live for? Half an hour? No, wait, that's the average watch time. How long have I been live? Oh, wait, it says on... right here. An hour. Okay. So I've been live for an hour. Oh. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I need to find a sheep. Or a few sheep. Sheep. Eh, eh, eh. It's 2. It's 3. Okay. I got 3 wool. Whoops. Whoa. Okay. We're safe. Whew. Okay. Okay. Saw that coming? You know what? I really want to wander. I don't want to be in one place right now. I just want to walk. Let's walk. Let's be a wanderer for a while. crap. Okay. Oh, great. Get out of here. Whew. I don't need a battery treasure map. Eh. Stop bouncing! Wait. Ah. This isn't the one with the mods. I thought for sure this would be. Oh, wait, no, it is. Is it this one I like? Oh. Ah, weather. Okay. Yeah, this is the one I like. Okay. You're kidding me. I don't like this area now. Wheat, carrots. I'm not gonna put that on. I don't need the papers. I could use that, I guess. Okay, I need to make a boat. Okay. Ooh. Excuse me. Excuse me before I burp. That was interesting. You know, there's one thing that I don't like about a lot of these resource packs that, you know, make it look pretty. The sun! Oh my goodness. Shader options. Sky. I don't know if this actually does anything. Stars configuration. Clouds, aurora. Yeah, that did absolutely nothing. How do I turn the sun down? Motion blur. Color grading. No, it wouldn't be in color grading. World. Change the amount of light in very dark areas. That, I don't know about that one. Fog, world curvature. Promo line. What is this? Adds volumetric rays. Let's see if that did anything. Kind of. I mean, that made it a little bit better. So we turned off the light shafts. Oh, well, that doesn't help. Sun path rotation? Adjust the sun angle. Does that help? No. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. I don't know how to do that. I want to turn the sun down, but at the same time, I want to go in one direction. You know what? Let's go in this direction. Okay, okay. We're going in this direction. So that is west, meaning the sun's going down. So we're heading south. Okay. Whoops. I do not want to travel towards the sun. Does not sound like fun to me, because that thing is bright. Like, oh my goodness. At least the sky is pretty. So at least there's that. How big is this ocean? Oh my goodness. Heading south and... Man, this is a big ocean. Ooh, did we reach the end of it? Looks like it. Maybe. Where's her bed? No, we're gonna keep traveling at night. Because nighttime in this resource pack is actually really pretty. Oh, and there's a village. Hello, village. Okay. I've gotten a message. Ooh. You're not... you're not as busy now. So, if I want to call again... I mean, alright. If you're hearing this, just go ahead and call. I don't mind. Whoa! That's a water glitch. And I will take this. Oops. And I'll take this. And apparently I'll step into a fire. Well, alright. Why not?
Hello. Yeah, sorry about that.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm a stupid. Okay. Now I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I will, on occasion, if I'm not, like, talking to anyone or anything, I will have my headphones plugged into my phone or laptop, and I'll just listen to like a podcast or something while I'm live streaming, which I know is not very smart, but
That's fine. I usually listen to music. That's probably a better thing to do.
yeah, that's a good option as well.
And
Though
if you don't know, I'm a big music artist, so I love music. So big
cool.
thing.
I am not a music artist.
Yeah,
I would
love
love to be, but
I'm not I'm good at making melodies and beats, but I'm not the greatest singer. I'm working on
I'm pretty good at singing.
Ah. like when it comes to songs that are already out, I can sing. But when it comes to my songs, like trying to make new songs, I always find it difficult to because you got to figure out how to, just it's not already there. It's not, you don't already like, because with other songs you know how to sing them because you heard the artists. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is something you have to follow the beat and melody and all of this, and
I never really had an issue with that.
ah.
But that's just me, and I sing a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, once I figure it out, I'll probably get there.
I could also sing some things for you, probably.
Yeah, like cause I actually, for almost all my videos, if you watch a lot of my videos, the songs that you hear in the background are all my songs, and I do that because I don't want copyright. My friend keeps on making the same mistake over and over again, putting songs that get him copyright. And I keep on telling him, stop playing those other people's songs. Play my songs. Like, I let you play my songs. I'm like, I won't give you copyright claims if you play my songs. I don't care. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I can understand that. One thing that annoys me though is like, so I like watching like compilation videos, especially if it's like Rhett and Link compilation videos. But like, the annoying thing is that a lot of people that do these compilation videos, instead of putting on a actual good song, instead they will put on like the creation music, like do 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 do, that kind of thing. I don't want to sing too much of it for copyright,
Yeah.
and that's just like annoying because like it's every video. I'm like, do you need to have this song on? Like, come on.
It sounds like that was the same song every single day because they love the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that, mostly probably because of autism.
I can understand that. I have a friend who has Asperger's,
Uh,
which it's annoying to me that Asperger's is no longer an official like form of autism,
yeah.
because my brother my brother has Asperger's. He doesn't act like everyone else. He doesn't act close to everyone else. Because their reason for not having Asperger's as an official form of autism anymore is because they, quote unquote, act close enough to normal people that it's just not counted anymore.
Well, it's true, but you have to raise them right.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
So if you raise them right, because if I wasn't raised right, I would have been way worse than I am right now. So.
Yeah, I can see that. My parents didn't really know what to do.
And also with ADHD, that's another thing. My mom learned how to raise me right, in a way that I wouldn't be too bad.
Right. When it comes to me, my ADD/ADHD, I don't know what's one specifically I have because I was never officially diagnosed, but everyone I know, including people who have like taken classes on, like they've taken classes on the subject of mental disorders, they all agree that I have either ADD or ADHD. Even my dad, who has a what's it called? A master's in it. Like he has a master's in family psychology, and even he says I have it.
How?
How?
What? I said how.
Like how? How does he know?
No, I said wow.
Oh yeah, wow. I kept mishearing it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm being a little quiet.
That's okay.
So,
What time is it?
2 p.m.
42 p.m.
8.
Oh, 8:42. I just heard 42. I was like 8:40 or like I just heard 42, so I was like 42 p.m. I was like do you live on like Jupiter or something? I was very confused.
Oh, that would be awesome if I lived on Jupiter. Ooh, I'm an alien.
Yeah, it's 7:43 where I am.
Oh, my friend decided to put his logo on the moon because that would be a good video idea. 'Cause, you know,
Okay.
Mr. Beast is doing this thing of putting things on the moon right now,
Right.
and my friend decided to use that to his advantage, which is a good idea. Yes, it's a good thing to use things to your advantage. But
Right.
I tried doing a video of it myself, and I couldn't seem to figure out how to make it into a video. And that's like a good video.
Yeah, my question would be more, how are you getting your logo on the moon? Because that's like a couple $1 million right there. At least. Unless you're just photoshopping it.
I don't know, Mr. Beast. Do you know who he is?
Yes.
He tends to do a lot of things that cost a lot of money. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he's doing it, but apparently he's doing it.
He's probably spent the money to get someone, like, an actual, like, rocket scientist, like, with an actual rocket to do it. Either that, or he's doing it as a meme, and he's not actually sending it to the moon, but sending it to outer space. Which I could see it either way. You know, knowing Mr. Beast. I mean, he bought an island.
Yeah.
Like, wow, an island. Just a straight up island.
I know that's insane.
Yeah, I never watched that second part of the, that series though. So I don't know who.
Another good thing to do with your videos is always, you want to think about what you want to do, like before you just, you don't want to be like automatically be like, okay, this is what I'm doing on this, you don't have any ideas, and then when it comes to the video, you're like, it just becomes a crappy video. You do not want to do that.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to plan things out on this. And sometimes what I do is when I test the videos is I actually try making the video first to see if it will be a good video or not. If it will be, then I'll edit that video and there you go. But if not, I'll just delete the video and try coming up with something else.
Okay.
So pretty much like what I had was like so far I actually have these two ideas that I want to do, which are actually very popular things, and I'm making it my own.
Okay.
Which is another good thing that Dream told people to do. So like he said, do things that only you can do that follow the trend. And right now one of the biggest trends is Minecraft
Minecraft what?
Minecraft Manhunt.
Ah.
It's where you have hunters and a speedrunner. A speedrunner tries beating the game before the hunters kill him.
Right.
So, pretty much, I have two of these cool ideas that no one has ever tried before.
Oh.
So, and I can probably do both. Like, what was it? I have one which is, Minecraft Manhunt, but the border closes in.
That's interesting.
So, but I would have to have my friend. I have a programmer friend that can actually help me with this. He could help me set up the command for it and set all that stuff up so it actually worked. And I thought that would be a really good speed run video because you won't probably be the one you won't be losing from speedrunner. You will also have a chance of losing because of the border closing in.
Right.
Because if border closes in on where the temple is, where the end portal is, then you can't get to the end and you can't finish the game.
Right, and there's, you know, 3. Well, in the closest ring of where the strongholds are, there's 3, and then it like goes out to like 4 or 5, whatever. So technically speaking, you could like, if you find 2 strongholds, you could find like by calculations exactly where that 3rd stronghold is, which is pretty interesting. And I don't remember what they did to do the calculations, but
Hey, if I
they
could
did
figure
something.
out, maybe I could use that.
Yeah, and that would be a pretty interesting concept.
Yeah, imagine I figure out how to do that. That would be one of the most hunters out there. Not hunters, runners.
Yeah, but you would need to find 2 of them in the first place.
Especially if I'm able to calculate where, like, you know, like how to keep my speed going, but able to dodge arrows and everything. I want to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Because there's this one video where they do this joke from Dream, where they have him, like, you know, they have his friends or whatever chasing him, and the one guy pulls a back bow, and the whole thing slows down, and Dream's running, he's like, okay, if I'm to move, you know, this much to the right or whatever, I'll be able to keep my speed going, and miss the arrow at the same time. And I was like, okay, that is so cool. I was like, if I could figure that out, that would also be really helpful.
That would be. Especially for like mobs and stuff.
Like if you're able to calculate things, like I'm able to calculate simple things skeletons. Like I'm able to tell when they're about to shoot and all this.
Oh yeah, no, that's something that's easy.
Yeah, I know exactly. So I want to learn how to do harder things where it's a bunch of players and all this things like that.
Right.
Like I've been getting decent because there was a lot of times where players would try dodging my arrows and I get like maybe 5 shots into them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. I get really good at it when I'm really into it. So like, what was it? Because like because if you don't know, a lot of players always wonder why I sit there before I shoot. Because you see, I turn around when they're hitting me, and then I don't shoot. They see me, they try dodging it, but I don't shoot, and they're wondering why because I'm trying to calculate where they're gonna go next.
Yeah, I can see that. There was I did a live stream a while back with my best friend and just another live streamer, and the other live streamer got mad at me because I was pre-aiming. Like they were aiming like straight where we were running. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna pre-aim. I'm gonna assume where they might be heading, and I'm gonna aim for there.
I even shot friends across the map, and
Oh.
he was wondering how good. Well, he's like, how is your aim this good? And I'm like, years of practice.
I'm guessing the map wasn't all that big though, because you can only
No,
shoot so far.
It's a high pixel arena that we're doing.
Ah.
Yeah.
So it's basically about the length of a bow.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So I pretty much shot him across the map, and he was wondering how I did it.
Just smart aiming.
Like I missed him like twice, but I used my first shots to calculate.
Yeah. Oh, there was a knock at the door. Gotta love door knocks. Oh, hey, Kim. It is going well. I'm just wandering. I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm just going.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Ooh, that was a bunch of health off.
So pretty much. What was it? Give me a second.
All right. Okay, so I think if I'm going to be live streaming and I don't plan anything out, you see I'm using shaders. I have been for a while. I just forgot to have it. Oh yeah. There's one thing that annoys me about shaders though.
What is it?
The sun.
The only thing that bothers me is how bright the shaders are.
I don't mind it. I'm using BS Lex right now. And the only thing that really bothers me is the fact that the sun is so freaking bright. And it's like that in like a lot of shaders where like you get into it and the sun is like, it's like blinding. Which I can understand, but like it...
That's like with my game, I always love it being nighttime because I hate it makes things so bright. Like even quartz, so
Oh yeah. And having a like if you have a flash, like a torch in your hand, it will light up. However, with some of the shaders, like the one I'm using, if you put a blaze rod in your hand, it will have the same effect as a torch. Like it'll have the same lighting effect as a torch in your hand.
That's
Which
cool.
it's really nice because if you're going around with torches in your hand, if you start eating something, you still have a torch in your hand, so it, you know, the area around you is lit up, but you're probably gonna accidentally put down a torch somewhere, and that's just annoying.
Yeah, I've done that quite a bit. Like in my hardcore series, I was doing this hardcore series, which I ended up dying at the end of the stream.
Ah,
Yeah, because it was one of my most recent ones. It was like a day ago.
mm,
So you know, I was doing Minecraft hardcore, and it was doing really good. I was getting a lot of good results from it.
right.
On you know what I mean is on YouTube, not Minecraft wise.
Yeah.
So and I was in the area where I was doing decent. And if you don't know, I do not believe in luck. So I do not believe in luck at all. I believe in skill and also you know like strategy and things like that. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I don't believe in luck necessarily myself. I believe more in blessings and curses than luck. But
So
that's just a religion thing, and I don't want to go into that right now because that's something that's like taboo to go through on the internet.
that's fine.
A bee was
I'm
just
not-
killing itself.
Oh, you know what I hate though? What happened?
0.5% chance, no, 0.05% chance right here. I found a pink sheep. You think I'm joking? I'm not. That's like a 0.05% chance.
That is actually the exact numbers of the percentage of you getting that.
Yeah. See, I just got a message saying I should fix my mic, and the mic of the person I'm talking to. It's very quiet. Had to turn my.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
whose volume specifically can you not hear?
It's mostly me because I was watching it and I was pretty quiet.
Well, I don't know because, well, for one, you need to be more specific because, it might be you because that's like how my settings are. The volume of the, the volume of the game, quote unquote, is, it's a completely separate option than the volume of my microphone.
Uh,
Like especially in the software. Also, I like BS Lex just because I like it. I especially like the blue glowing outline instead of like the normal like black outline. I love the blue glowing outline, and the water. I love the water too, but it's just shaders. It's just like resource packs. you know, you can use this resource pack or you could use that resource pack to make the game look different. Does it matter which one you use? Absolutely not. It's all your opinion, man. Both currently, it's a 46 for me, and a 68 for the person I'm talking to. Let me take a look at this. Can you say something?
Hi.
Okay, try it again.
Hello.
Okay. So I'm going to turn the audio output capture up. So we should now be about the same volume when we speak.
Awesome.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like I'm a little quieter. But there we go. But I can get pretty loud, so that's what I was judging it on. And I got a message on Discord. From nothing. Okay.
What was it? Yeah. Oh, and also another good thing for YouTube is if you do like varieties, like having other people in your streams, like technically what you're doing right now, because
Right.
I'm in your stream. So it's always good to have like add like a little spice to your stream things. Get like have other people because it makes it a little different and all this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. And it, I think it actually helps keep retention time. Like I said earlier, the YouTuber Rooster Teeth, who if you're younger, like if you are very young, like 13 and under, you probably should not go to them because as they try to be family friendly, they don't do a very good job of it a whole lot.
Well, if you don't know, I'm trying to continue my style of being kid friendly, but
Right.
I want to do it in a way where, because if you don't know, I don't believe bad words are bad. It's the context of the use. I mean,
Huh?
if like I don't believe in the words themselves being bad. Like I don't believe curse words or whatever being bad. I believe that it's the context. The way you use the words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that too.
So that's why I want to set up a few rules for my channel before I change it to having it where I can do that. But like, so it's still kid friendly, but it's also like it's in a way that it teaches kids to that a more what was it, respectful way of talking in ways like that.
Right.
And so because I'm hoping that people to be more respectful with it in the future and all that. So I also want it to be because I want to still be myself on this, and I do curse a little bit, but not much. I'm not as bad. I'm not too bad, but I do want my friends also complain about it because they also accidentally curse in some of my streams. So that's why I do kind of want to set it up so that way, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I want to set it up so that way they can still curse on this, but have it in a way that all the any kids that are watching are they learn to say it more respectfully. And also actually my channel is not just made for kids, it's made for adults. It's supposed to be made for a bit of both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I put in my channel description, we try to be family friendly. Now, I did this for a reason. I put, we try to be family friendly. However, we may not always be because, like you said, there might be some people, like guests, that, they might swear by accident. Because it does happen where, like, something will happen, like they'll stub their toe and they'll let out a swear word. Now, in the edited videos, that's not really going to be an issue. It can just be bleeped out. I don't care.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's a live stream, then we can't really...
bleep that out.
Yeah, you can't bleep that out. I also wanted it to be like that. Like, I have said that, keep in mind, we try to be family friendly, but it's not always. So parents, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Because there's also going to be... I don't want to say more mature conversations, but like conversations that you won't really hear in, a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
Like more like conversations that you'll hear in like anime.
Mm-hmm.
Which if you didn't know, anime isn't really made for children.
Yeah,
If
I
you
watch
haven't,
a lot of anime. I
yeah,
watch a lot of anime.
if you haven't seen anime, you wouldn't know. You think it is for
Yeah,
children. It's really
yeah, I make
not.
yeah, I make I watch a lot of different things. I'm like a guy that spreads his branches out, so
Right,
I know I don't know everything. I gotta say that, but I do know quite a bit.
right. I will watch some anime, so that I can like tell people, like,
Uh,
if you don't want to be around like temptations and stuff, do not watch this anime.
yeah.
Like, I'll
I
put up with the
watch
temptations so that you don't have to.
I yeah, there's like yeah, anime can be pretty bad at times.
Oh, it really can.
Yeah, I've seen way too many like what's it? I forgot what the name of it was. Holy crap. I'm not gonna say exactly what made it kind of bad, but like it was a good story and almost I enjoyed it. Like if it's a
Right.
good storyline, I'll definitely watch it because if you don't know, I before I even helped YouTubers or did YouTube, I researched a lot about movie production
Right.
almost because I always wanted to be a movie production person. I always wanted to make movies, write stories, things like that.
Yeah.
And I still want to do that. I actually have a movie company that I don't really talk about much right now because I don't really have the resources to do any of that stuff right now.
Right.
So yeah, but do have the resources. I'm starting to have the resources to make
Woo!
the very first movie to a series that I want to do,
Oh dear. Okay.
which is supposed to be called The First Hunt. That's the title of the movie,
Ooh.
and
The
it's actually
first
supposed
hunt.
it's actually supposed to be a superhero slash horror movie.
Ooh.
It's because it's what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do it. Put
Oh,
it.
dear.
I want to create a universe that's like Star Wars and Marvel kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to create a universe like that.
My
So I
first
wanna
thought was
have all
Steven
these-
Universe.
So I wanted to create something that has all these different subgenres. You know, so like horror, things like that, and all this.
Right.
So what I'm starting with is horror because horror is the cheapest to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in this, this is supposed to be the beginning of the whole series and all. And I already have the plan of how the whole series is going to progress and how all these heroes are going to meet each other, how the whole big showdown is going to happen almost at the end of the series.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, in almost every thing, you always see or hear or you see things happening that are starting to go and fall into place. Because when you're watching it, you're like, okay, wait, these things are starting to connect into each other. This is starting to be a little weird and concerning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in every movie there will be either something at the end, usually at the end, or in the movie that will hint at something that I want to do. I don't want to exactly say what it is, especially on your stream, because I want to keep it secret to a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So if they watch it, I don't want as many spoilers because I don't want to be like Marvel because you can tell where they're going with it. You might not know exactly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm actually part of a I'm actually part of a non-profit that they have like resources and stuff, and they're making their own show and stuff as well. At least they're planning on that.
I actually have multiple shows and movies I want to do.
Cool.
Like this is supposed to be just one series that I want to do on the channel or whatever. Like have it where there's like a bunch of like so at the end I want to have it where there's this big showdown with this big super villain with all these different superheroes and all this that are from like different planets, different worlds, things like that.
Right.
That all meet up, and I also want to have it. I want to also do it in a way where they're all connected in some way, like not like connect, like like I want them to be kind of. I want them all to have their own, like they're connected to the villain in some way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that way, because I think it would be very interesting to have that, where they at least maybe some of them have at least heard of him or things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they've seen him, or they actually survived one of his attacks or whatever, and that's how they became a hero or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So that's what I want to do. I want to do something like that. So, and where I got the idea for this whole thing is, so this is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler, not by much, but it's a little tiny spoiler. So, it's gonna be something like
That's not how it works.
gonna be something like the Infinity War. I'm
Interesting.
hoping. So I want it to be something like the Infinity War and also some of the Imperial movies. You know, the movies in Star Wars with the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want it to be something, but in between the lines of kind of things like that. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hold
So,
on just 1 second, please. Sorry, Cameron. I have not seen the server yet. I haven't had the chance to. And I also haven't had the chance to say this because this guy can talk.
hey, I helped you get to
Okay.
2 views.
Thank
I
you.
helped you.
Yeah, someone had asked me if I have seen a server that was made yet. I think it was made for Lions to Lambs. And the answer was no, I have not yet seen that server. I keep getting distracted. I mean, it's true. I do. I get distracted so much. It happens.
Me too. I have that happen.
Oh yeah, you get ADD. Man, the distractions are plentiful.
I learned how to control it, but it's yeah.
It's
like-
not really something that you control per se. It's more like you learn how to deal with things in ways that makes you at least act normal.
Yeah, true. Like I learned how to do it in a way where it's not dangerous kind of
Yeah.
distractions. You know, like you throw a ball on the street and I go running after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Coal. Sorry, I'm making coal. One thing that I do to help control my ADD is I will, like if I'm listening to music per se, I will focus on more things than one while I'm listening to the music. Like I'll be actively putting brain power into not only the voice, but like let's say the guitar specifically, or the drums, or I don't know, the bass.
Ah.
You know I don't want to drop the bass. I'm sorry about that one. I just love making puns. Puns are
That's-
funs.
Wait, I got a question. Do you like funny things? You know, like comedy kind of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, you have to check that video, that one video I was telling you about.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, because I have quite a bit of funny things that happen in there.
Alright. I do like my brother's sense of humor too, though. My brother does have a YouTube channel as well. And I think he's funny. Because his sense of humor is more sarcastic. Like, there are people like me where, like, sense of humor is, like... My overall general sense of humor is not really sarcastic. It's more goofy. And more straightforward. Some people will get it, some people won't. One thing that I really find funny is when someone does something absolutely normal. Okay. Like they just sat down in a chair. Okay. Like that's something that everyone can do. That's not a big deal. But my sense of humor, I see someone sit down in a chair and I'm like, oh, how did you do that?
Oh my god.
I do have Optifine installed. Yeah, I love my sense of humor. It makes me laugh at least.
Yeah, if you don't know, I laugh at a bit of everything. You know,
I think.
like not everything, but you know, like a bit of everything, depending
Yeah.
on
I know what you mean.
like so pretty much what was it? What was it? Flip. Like in the video, I have like so many cool, funny parts. Like there's parts that I like especially with my editing, I tend to make things even more funny with editing.
Right.
So like, I tend to make the video funny, and then after that, when I go back to edit it, I make it even more funny by adding in things and all. Like, what was it? Like, there's a part where in the video I messed up my intro,
Oh.
and I did this thing to make it funny, almost.
So you
So
just
I-
did a bit.
So no, I just messed it up, and I zoomed in on myself and made myself go upside down and all this. Because I made this weird noise when I messed up. When I realized I messed up, so I did this whole weird, thing, and then I did the bleep, the beep thing for like the TV thing.
So
like
you fake swore.
No, I didn't fake swear. You know the thing where with the rainbow screen with the long beep thing. You know the TV thing.
What?
You know the rainbow thing.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
You'll understand once you see it.
The rainbow thing.
I don't know exactly what it's called. All I know is it's a rainbow thing with a long beep. So
I'm
pretty
still
much
clueless.
I pretty much did that.
Oh.
They usually tend to use it nowadays for like bloopers. I mean,
Okay. I totally did not just make a stone pickaxe when I needed a stone axe. Oh wait, I have iron. I had 4 iron ingots.
oh my god, I used to do the same thing.
Well, I'm just wandering around, so I don't really got materials. So it didn't occur to me that I had iron. Whoops.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. That happens.
You
Okie kadoki. I don't even know what that means. Okay.
I actually like that. That actually has a nice ring to it.
Okie kadoki?
Yeah. Like that's a cool ring to it.
I just hope that's not like a swear word in like Zemnian or something. Which
Hopefully.
I'm aware that Zemnian is a fake language, but still.
Yeah. But what was it? There's also like what was it? After you did that, I gotta talk about this. So pretty much, I love I love it when YouTubers make this certain thing and it becomes a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what I've done. I've done a few things. One thing that was a thing on my channel for a while, stopped becoming a thing sadly, because
Aw.
people. It was Blame Billy for a while, which was my streams. Whenever I lost a subscriber, I would have my chat spam Blame Billy, and everyone used to love doing that. I was like, okay, chat, this is the only time, someone would unsubscribe. I'm like, okay, chat, look, this is the only time you're allowed to spam anything. Spam Blame Billy. Oh, and my moderators, oh my god, they hate when I do that.
You should do it more then.
What was it? So then, what was it? Then I also have, but then sadly, a lot of my viewers stopped. They were not as interested in it anymore after a while. So it started becoming a trend on my channel, and then all of a sudden, a few months down the line, I was in a stream and I was doing a Minecraft survival thing, and I was going in a cave and it was dark, and I had mobs going after me. And I had torches in my hand. So I was like, in the name of the torches, stay back.
In the name of the torches.
What I was thinking was, if you place torches down, it causes light, and the light doesn't, and mobs don't spawn in the light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, in the name of the torches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, in the name of the torches, stay back. I am not afraid to use them.
I'm not afraid to use the torches.
And then apparently my viewers loved it. You know, when they heard me say that, they were like, yeah, in the name of the torches. And I'm just sitting there like, oh god, I've started something new.
Just like, these are the torches of God.
So pretty much now all of a sudden I use that as my main saying. Like there was even this time when I was fighting another YouTuber called Gucci, which is a bigger YouTuber than me.
Okay.
He
I bet he's a pretty Gucci YouTuber.
Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh my god.
Most important thing
So,
when
yeah,
making jokes is that you make yourself laugh.
There's a good almost 2 weeks worth.
Cool. Thank you.
Welcome.
So there's what was it? There's pretty much he's a really good PvPer almost.
Okay.
And so I was trying to cross over, and I'm not up at his level. You know, I'm a decent PvPer, not like the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I'm around there. You know what I mean? I'm not there though. You know what I mean? So
You're not all there. You're kind of crazy.
so pretty much the one time in one of my streams when I was trying to build to mid because we were playing Sky Wars, I knew he was there, and I was like, in the name of the torches, please let me cross. And
Did
then
you
all
just
of a sudden-
confuse him?
No, all of a sudden, I get on to mid, and I'm like, in the name of the torches, let me get at least one chest. I get one chest, and then all of a sudden, bam, I die because he.
Oh no.
And I scream no, and he laughs.
Nice.
Yeah, and then what was it? Oh, and this is the one thing I gotta say. I love it when trolls or people that are trying to bully me come on my streams because I have fun with them.
What you do?
They get pissed off, but I just love it because it just makes more. Because my one stream, I was running out of jokes and things like that to do, like because I tend to do stupid things to make things funny or entertaining, so that. And pretty much I was running out of things to do, and my friend was running out of things to do, so
Okay.
I started getting a little plain, and I was even saying it, and then all of a sudden there was this troll that came on my stream. He came on, everyone was like, uh-oh. And he came on, the viewers that said uh-oh are the ones that know me. So yeah, he came on and started saying, started picking on me for having 300 subscribers and not having as many current viewers and all this. And I'm like, that's not what matters. What matters is how much watch time I get, because watch time is what really matters than views. Because if the more watch time you get, watch time and views are a little different. I'll try explaining that at some point in the future or whatever, but pretty much they're a little different. He's, and I'm telling him, look, I have a plan. I'm gonna get up, and not just that, I also messed up my views pretty badly in the past, and I'm trying to fix it. You know what I mean? I'm in the midst of fixing it.
Right.
So, and he's still picking on me and all this. Me and my friend, we just look at each other and we're like, we just start laughing. And then all of a sudden he's asking why are we laughing? And I just thought of this thing. I'm like, okay, first off, why are you on my stream if you don't like my stream? If you don't like my stream, get out of here. You know what I mean? This is not where you belong. And and then he still keeps on insulting me and all this, and I'm like, and then I turned to my friend. I'm like, I guess he enjoys my stream because he didn't leave. I'm like I guess he enjoys my stream. That is awesome. We got a new viewer, and he's getting all pissed off. He's like, I'm not a new viewer.
Not a new viewer, just some 12-year-old who has no idea what they're actually saying.
So yeah, pretty much he was complaining. He was saying I'm not gonna be a big YouTuber and all this, and I'm like, well, look, man, I have a plan, and I'm researching the YouTube algorithm and all things like that. And he's saying that it'll take me forever. By the time I learn everything about the YouTube algorithm, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, Dream has researched the YouTube algorithm, and he was a lot older than me when he researched it,
Right.
and I'm a lot younger than Dream when he researched it.
But
So
I feel bad for 12-year-olds. And here's why. There's a lot of people on the internet who are like 30, 40, 50 years old, just being, absolute jerks and just insulting people for no good reason. Maybe they tried to do YouTube and it didn't work out for them because they just hopped on and tried to do stuff.
that was actually the next thing I said.
Yeah. But like, I feel bad for 12-years because like these older dudes are being stupid, and these 12-year-olds are getting the crap for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, you do get the squeakers in Call of Duty and stuff, where like they'll complain and stuff because
Like
skill.
Wait, sorry for to cut you off, but there's this, like, what I said was like, I said, like, what was it? I'm like, so me and Evelyn were like, okay, we say to chat, we're like, okay, we think we know why he's complaining to us about all this.
Okay.
And everyone's like, they're like, tell us, and the troll's like, oh yeah, what is it? No. And I pretty much said, what was it? Said, what I'm guessing, you're just someone that had a channel and failed at it, and you're just trying to pick on me for a YouTuber that I know that is doing way better than me, because he's comparing me to a YouTuber that's doing way better than me that I know.
Right.
And and I'm telling him, look, first off, I don't know how he grew. Okay, however he grew, it's him. You know what I mean? I don't try doing that. I'm doing my own plan. I'm slowly learning, and I'm slowly getting better at growing. So you give me enough amount of time, you never know. Maybe I'll be bigger than him, or maybe not. But either way, it doesn't really matter. I just, all I want is to be on YouTube and enjoy making content.
Yeah.
And I also want to make it into my job, so that way I can do what I enjoy doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to bring people together.
So yeah, and also, I do want to. There's this one thing that I really want to do as a YouTuber, which is try hitting 1 billion subscribers, being the first YouTuber to hit that milestone, because I think it would feel amazing to be that big of a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be like the biggest YouTuber than anyone, even PewDiePie, and you would have beaten PewDiePie's ever record.
Huh?
Sorry, what?
Could you say that again? I was a little distracted.
Oh, sorry. What I was saying was you'd be a bigger YouTuber, like you'd have beaten PewDiePie's milestones, which would be insane. Because I and I don't care if I lose all those subscribers after I hit it. I just want to at least hit it once.
Yeah. Well, you want to do your best, and if
Yeah.
people don't like your best and you lose subscribers, then it's whatever, because you've done your best.
Yeah, I feel like, because I only want to at least hit 1 billion subscribers at least once, and
1 billion?
yeah, and experience what it's like to be that big almost, and be the first to hit it, which I think would be cool. And after that, I don't care if I go back down to being only like 1 million or 100K or something. Long if I stay at 1K. If I go back down to 1K, long if I stay there, so I can still get paid for doing YouTube, I don't really care.
Right.
Although
you would need to be smart though, because if you're getting like 1 billion, if you have 1 billion subscribers, you're making a lot of money. So at that point, you might have like a mansion or something.
Oh, I do not want a mansion.
I don't either. The house that I have planned, I guess you could technically call it a mansion.
Like, all,
Hey, Veronica.
what I want is like a nice, comfortable little house. You know, like a nice little comfortable thing with a decent amount of rooms. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like something small and comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The house that I like, my most recent house that I have created, that I actually kind of really like the design. Technically speaking, I think it's a little over 4,000 square feet, but that's including like the garages, which is like 75% of, the first floor. Because my plan is to have like the first floor have, like a laundry room and, like laundry room and the garages, like a pool room or something. And that takes up a whole lot of space. That's like 2,000 square feet right there.
So I also want to have like a big yard and almost like what was it? Because I want to have like a nice comfortable house because I don't like big houses. I don't like because I feel like it's unnecessary rooms. Like all I want is enough rooms for everything I'm doing. Like maybe a kitchen, maybe even an eat-in kitchen. I don't really care as long if I have a kitchen and somewhere to eat, living room, enough bedrooms for everyone that's living in the house, and like maybe a laundry room, a few things like that. And
Yeah.
I also want to have like a big yard, and one big reason why I want a big yard is mostly because if you don't know, it would be good for kids. It's all because kids love big yards. They love wandering around, running around, and all mess.
Oh yeah.
And not just that. If you don't know, me and my girlfriend would both want to have kids in the future or whatever. So I think it would be a great idea to have a big yard.
I'm a big yard for I completely understand. And I completely understand that. I said I understand twice. I would love to have a big yard too. Although I do plan on having like a guest house or two, like, and not like a normal sized house as a guest house. No, I mean like a tiny home. It's like one bedroom and then like the rest is like a living room and kitchen. Yeah, of course there'd be a very small bathroom, but and my idea is that like one of those
thing that I think, because if I'm a big YouTuber and all this, and there's also chances that I could be doxxed because the Dream was doxxed and all this. If I'm a big YouTuber and all this, I would want to keep my family safe, so I would want to have some sort of security around the house.
Right. I completely understand that too.
So, and I've heard way too many stories about YouTubers almost getting killed or hurt or injured, and I do not want. And also, I heard of people wanting to hurt YouTubers as families. So I do not want to put anybody in that danger. So that's why I want to, like, if I do get a house, I want to at least get like maybe an electric fence or something, which I know would cost probably a lot, but something like that to keep me and my family safe or whatever.
Right. That's a good idea. Although I don't really want to big in a large town, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to necessarily worry about that someday. Considering I do want to live in a smaller town. Granted, I want to live.
I kind of want to live somewhere where there's a lot of woods, though, because
Yeah.
I like the woods and all this. I like wandering around in the woods, things like that.
Yeah, that'd be
So-
pretty nice.
So, I would love to do that and all things like. So yeah, I think that would be definitely a good thing to do. But I also do want to make sure, even if I don't know my face, I do not want. I don't know what they might They could like, I know people. They could figure things out. I don't know how. So that's why I think the extra security would be a good thing to have. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely get that. Having extra security is always nice. By the way, the person who just popped into the stream called Veronica, I've actually talked to her for a while, and she recently got a position as an RA in a college.
Wait, what's
Which-
an RA?
I forget what it stands for. I know it's somewhere in our text chat, but it's something very important. Like she's in charge of the floor and like decorations and stuff. And she's been working on decorations today, like a mixture of like Black Celebration Month and the colors for Valentine's Day.
Resident assistance. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
resident assistance. That's what it is.
Yeah, she just said it in chat.
Yeah, I see it. It's nice. And you know, she's a really cool person too.
Ah,
Don't tell her I said this, but she's very pretty. I know she can hear. It is true though.
wait. That's pretty much how I am with my girlfriend. You know, she's a beautiful almost, and then she's like, no, I'm not beautiful. I'm not beautiful. I'm like, yeah, you are.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And and pretty much, you know, I guess you could say we could get into fights, but it's not really fights. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Like just like play fighting.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
She just said thanks.
But even when I didn't see her or whatever, because if you don't know, I go more about personality than looks.
Oh yeah, I know the same.
Yeah, I prefer personality over looks almost. So even though I didn't see her face or whatever, I still liked her almost, and you know, to me, you know, she, even if, you know, she could be the ugliest person in the world. To me, she was beautiful because, you know, her personality was, you know, because her personality was, you know, because if you don't know, I really like personality. So,
And dude, I completely agree with you on that.
yeah,
Because if you're one of those people that like just focuses on looks, then your relationship is based on absolutely nothing. It just so happens that I love, you know, Veronica's like looks and her personality. Like, granted, I think both are beautiful, and if I just liked her personality, then I would think her looks are beautiful anyway. But I love the look. I love her looks as well, regardless of her personality, which is, you know, it's a plus plus. Also, I'm about to
Yeah, I guess-
die. Yeah. Plus, like, there's those couples where it's like, you know, an elderly couple, and if you're basing everything off of looks, and you're like 70, 80, 90 years old, and you like,
oh god,
like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna be like a silver fox or something. Like, be smart, please.
yeah, I know.
I'd really rather go with personality over. I'll always go with personality over looks. It's just nice that she has both. And it is kind of like what you said too. Is they like follow each other too. Although something else that's really important is realizing that it's not always going to be good times. You know, that honeymoon stage is just that. It's a honeymoon stage. It doesn't
Wait.
really last for very long.
Wait, give me a second. I think
Oh,
my
dear.
phone's going off. I'll
Okay.
be back.
It's your girlfriend.
No, she would be calling on my Discord. She doesn't have my phone number.
Dude, imagine if it was your girlfriend though. We laugh at that, but I've actually done that before where I've accidentally guessed something like that. Oh dear! So, Veronica, how are the decorations coming? And I hope you are fine with me bragging about you. Sorry, I didn't ask first. You are really pretty, though. Yeah, I was so close to dying there. Also, I slurred my voice, slurred my words a little bit because I'm chewing gum. You done with the decorations? Nice. What all did you get? Hello, back. I'm Zach. Oh my goodness, it's the best. It's the most used dad joke. But I love it so much. It's so funny. So I know Veronica did like hearts and stuff, but what else did you do for decorations?
It's getting old.
Dude, it never gets old. I've been using that joke for like 10 years.
It's getting old. People have been using that joke on me way too much.
I hear that, and if someone does that to me, which by the way, it's never been done to me, um, luckily, if it's used on me, I'm just like, you got me there. Because, you know, I did say it. She sent me a picture, but it's loading.
I'm glad someone found that funny. Someone says in chat.
Oh, come on, Cam. Cam is my best friend's little brother. I'll be sure to use it next time I see you. If you get the chance. Yeah, he's my best friend's little brother, and I have used the joke on him before. His family knows me pretty well, and they know that I love to joke. And I don't think that they particularly like the fact of the jokes that I make, but I love them. That is an amazing decoration. Oh, and some of the hearts have little messages. That's cute. And you say that's cheesy.
Oh, but by the way, if you don't know, so even when I'm joking, I also tend to be very honest about how I feel almost. So if you don't know, I do, like, sometimes I might come off a little mean, and I don't always mean to do that, especially if it's someone
I can
that
understand
is,
that.
you know, like, especially if it's someone nice and kind. I don't try to be mean to people like that. I mostly try being more mean to people that I do not like.
I think what messes people up sometimes about my sense of humor is I have quite a sense of humor, and I love to joke a lot. But there are times...
Like, I understand and almost I can tell that you're a nice guy almost by
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
your streams and almost so I don't find you, like, you know, I don't find any of that stuff bad and almost, so that's why
I try.
that's why I'm even telling you, you know, I don't try to come off mean if I'm ever do the whole honest thing, you know, where I'm like honest and almost, and I'm usually am.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, because I don't tend to lie. I tend to be very honest. So like with me with your channel, I'm like, I'm like, I can see things that you can do to improve your channel.
Yeah, no, I hate lying myself. I just think that lying is, you know, stupid. Even if you're making a joke. So I do think that if you make a joke, you should be very careful about the joke, especially if you're joking about someone else or yourself. Because I have heard it many times of jokes where people are joking about killing themselves or someone else. And I'm just like, you don't want to go down that road. That's a very difficult road to go down. And it hurts you and them mentally and, you know, somewhat physically. Like, you shouldn't say those jokes. I'm guessing you make those jokes?
No, I don't make the jokes, but
Okay.
I've had times where I do not want to talk about that.
I will be honest, I have had times where I've joked about that too, and I bit my own words, and I was like, yeah, I am not feeling great right now.
Like I didn't joke about it. It's just, like, I was actually serious, but, you know,
Right.
I don't like talking about that, and I have like a lot of mental issues because of a lot of past experiences. So
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I don't like talking. I don't usually like talking about that stuff. So, you know,
I won't force you to.
especially to random people almost. So yeah. So yeah, like people like Evelyn, my friend, you know, he knows a little bit. He's a guy in a lot of my streams and videos. So he, you know,
Right.
he kind of knows. I didn't tell him much, but I did tell him a little bit. My girlfriend knows a lot about it. She knows a lot about it almost, and she knows, you know, because I tend to, because I have days where I have like a mental breakdown, depending on like sometimes
I'm
depending
sorry.
on which.
Okay, I'm really
Just-
sorry. I laughed randomly because I thought of a joke.
Oh.
So Veronica had sent me that picture and said it was super cheesy, and I thought, well, there's one thing that could make it more cheesy, and that's like if you made this board like look like Swiss cheese or something. Gotta love ADD. I'm really sorry for interrupting you there, but I didn't want to like seem like a jerk while you're like talking about like a very serious subject, and I'm over here snickering at my own jokes that just randomly popped into my head.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, pretty much what I'm saying is, I sometimes have, like, depending on what you say, it triggers something. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
it exactly is, but it triggers something where I start having a mental breakdown and freaking out and all this. Like what I mean by freaking out is I start, I start bawling, like I start crying and all this, and I start
Yeah.
saying everyone hates me and things like that, and that I'm not a good person or whatever, things like that. That's not usually me. It's like what I call the other me, I guess you could say.
Right. In
So,
in moments like that I have had, what I would do is I would focus instead about, or well, those are the times that I would want someone to slap me and tell me to stop being stupid. But if I'm by myself, I get the tears out, and then I just think about, I gotta love myself. If I don't love myself, then no one's gonna love me.
oh, my girlfriend has her own way of handling it. She pretty much just tells me it's all alright and almost and gives me digital cuddles or whatever.
That's adorable. That is the best thing. That's not really happened to me before. I haven't
know
really had
she's
many
very-
girlfriends.
I know she's very adorable, and I keep on telling her that, and she says she's not.
That's something that's always cute to guys. This is something that's really funny to me. It's that like I will get it from like girls will like tell me like especially like short girls will tell me like don't call them cute, but then in a guy's mind that kind of thing is adorable. You tell us not to be cute, we're just like, to put it in a very bad way. So before I say this, I have an issue with getting my thoughts out properly sometimes. So I will say something along the same lines, although I do acknowledge that sometimes it's not a pretty good way to say it. But to guys, it's almost like we're looking at like a chihuahua. And this chihuahua's barking at us. The chihuahua's telling us, don't call me cute. And we're just like, but you're an adorable little chihuahua. You're like trying to be so angry, but your anger is adorable. So we can't help but like laugh and think that you're cute.
Oh, she always wonders why I'm laughing and all this. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, no, she's like, why are you laughing at me? And I'm like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like, I just find you very cute and adorable almost. And she's like, I am not cute.
It's also adorable. Well, it's adorable in a different way when she just accepts it and is like, yes, I am. That
know,
kind of thing. Like flips her hair back like, I'm cute, aren't I?
No, she does sometimes decide to agree with me, and then sometimes we get into like a whole big fight about it, and then all of a sudden she's like, fine, I'm cute.
Nice.
And then sometimes then she gets all upset, and I'm like, fine, you win. And then she's like, yay, I win.
I just accidentally spit out some of my soda.
And pretty much, and I don't mind losing to her and all this,
Oh, yeah.
it's fine, almost. To me, it kind of makes me feel a lot better, almost. I kind of, don't mind,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
Sometimes
like,
it's worth just humbling yourself and just losing to her.
because to me, I kind of like it when she's happy and all this. It kind of makes me feel a lot better, especially if I'm having a bad day
Oh yeah.
and all this. So, Yeah, I never really told her that, but you know, I don't know if she knows that though.
Yeah.
Like, it
Then
doesn't matter. It pretty much doesn't matter what she does. I pretty much, you know.
oh,
There's this one. Wait, I gotta talk about this. There was this one day I hated this. I even made a video on.
oh,
So
what'd you
this
do?
is not about. This is not about my girlfriend, but it has to do with it.
Okay.
So, so pretty much what happened is there was this. So a random girl decided to DM me out of nowhere.
That's never a
You
good
know?
sign.
So at first I was like, okay, maybe it's a fangirl or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
You know, because if you don't know, in the past I used to get billions of DMs that when people found out I was the helper of quite a few big YouTubers.
Did you
You
ever
know,
help
so yeah.
Markiplier?
What?
Did you ever help Markiplier?
No. Never helped Markiplier.
Oh. Oh well.
I almost helped Guy Rocky, if you've ever heard of him.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Then there, but I also did help. What's his name? Rainbowed, and you probably haven't never heard of him. He's called Rainbow 2 or whatever.
I might have.
He used to be called Rainbow Steve 2, but now he's called Rainbowed 2.
Okay.
So yeah, I did help him in one of his videos. He's one of the big YouTubers I did help. Almost.
Okay.
Like I helped act. I actually acted in one of his videos. Almost. We were pretty good friends and almost until I pissed him off
Oof.
one day.
Well, why'd you do
So
that?
I didn't mean to. I don't know why he was pissed. I made myself look stupid instead of him.
Was it in a video?
He was in a stream and it was a Q&A and we haven't talked in a long time. I was saying, call, like on his stream it said call me. So I was like, okay, we haven't talked in a while. Let's why don't I call him? You know, I call him, and you know, and then finally I find out it's a Q&A and you know he's like, do you have a question? I'm like, wait, we have to ask a question. He's like, yeah. So what's your question? I'm like, wait, oh, and he's like, wait, you don't have a question? Seriously? And I'm like, no, and you know, I'm like, okay, I feel stupid now.
Yeah.
and then apparently he sounds all pissed off and he hangs up on me. And we haven't talked since.
Well, that's interesting. Sometimes, sometimes that kind of thing will happen, because like your friends and who you let onto your streams can be a reflection of, you know, you. You know, like what you say on my stream, like reflects some of the things about me. So if you say something really stupid, or you know something, I don't know, like let's say you say something that's like completely racist, and I pass it off as nothing, then that's on me, and now I'm the one who looks racist. It can be the same thing with like bigger companies like Walmart. The reason why you might get fired from Walmart is because you make Walmart look bad.
Ah.
So-
Well, I didn't do anything racist though. I only made myself look stupid.
Right, but that's my point. Like, even though you made yourself look stupid, in his eyes, that could have made him look stupid as well because he was the one who allowed you onto the stream. And that's why
Okay.
I asked you, like before you went onto my stream, to promise to, you know, at least do your best to be family friendly. Because that kind of thing
usually-
does reflect back onto me.
Yeah, usually I am, so I should be fine.
Yeah, no, you're perfectly fine. Like so far you haven't really done anything that was, you know, even like close to a mistake or not family friendly. Closest thing that was not family friendly was talking about like anime for 3 seconds.
Yeah, but I even said that there was this one anime that I don't even recommend for a lot of.
Oh yeah, no, like there's a lot of anime there that like you just
Yeah,
straight up
there's a
should
lot.
not watch. Even if you are older, don't watch it. It might be inappropriate, or it might just be a very bad anime. like there are plenty of anime there out there that are just straight up bad anime. There's one anime that I absolutely love though. It doesn't have a dub sadly, but it does have a sub, and it is
Wait,
called what?
I gotta say this. This anime, if I'm gonna say the name, but do not look it up. It's a horrible. It's
Okay.
a lot of the actions that happen in this is not family friendly, and
Oof.
it's not a good anime for kids especially.
All right.
So
So no
So-
one look this up. I'm not gonna look it up. If I already
Yeah,
know about it,
yeah.
then I already know about it. But if I don't, I'm not gonna look it up.
it's
know-
a good It's a good story, but it's not very kid friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the only reason why I like watching it is it's a good story. If you don't know, I like stories. So
Okay.
so if it's a good story, I'll definitely watch it. But anyway, so
Right.
pretty much it's called the Goblin Slayer.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen a whole lot of
Yeah.
it though. I can see how it's bad. Especially how the goblins are attracted to people.
Yeah, and how everything. Yeah,
Yeah, and let's not talk about that.
I'm not getting into detail. I am not getting into detail.
Good. Yeah, I agree that anime is not all that it's not all that appropriate. Don't look for it. And I've only seen. I've seen like a part of episode 1. I've seen like the first like 10 minutes of episode 1, and then I
like,
stopped watching
well,
it.
I wouldn't I would rather say like people that are old enough. I would say more like maybe.
If you are, I would say if you are in your 20s, like mid 20s, go ahead. But younger than that, it's not a good idea. Especially
Well-
when you're like still figuring out how to deal with temptations. It's not a good idea to go and watch that anime. A lot of anime is like that. You should go to your parents if you're still living with your parents and you're under 18. Go to your parents about anime and ask them. There are some that's okay. There's one called
And-
How
also
to
it's
Take
not-
Care of a Mummy.
Wait. Also, it's not just that. It's also depending on if they're mature or not.
Well, yeah, but that's like why I said like mid 20s,
Yeah. So
because you can be young
if you don't know,
and
I'm-
stupid.
Because if you don't know, I'm 15 and almost, and I'm like I can be pretty childish, but I'm mostly I
You
am
can be
pretty much-
smart about it.
Yeah, I'm smart about it. Yeah, that's what I mean. So,
Yeah.
and my mom has seen that, so that's why she lets me watch a lot of this stuff. She doesn't mind if I watch it. She doesn't really care.
Right.
almost. So, I was even the one that introduced her to some of these things,
Right.
which she's actually a big fan of Has Been Hotel, almost.
I've
Recommended.
I've seen one episode, and I don't want to watch it for a few reasons. One of which being again a religious thing. It's a bad thing to watch if you are religious. I'm warning you right now. Has Been Hotel for multiple reasons is bad for religious people.
Like I kind of like the story. It's an interesting concept. I like the idea that put into it.
I like the idea. Again, I agree with you that I like the idea because the idea is. Here's why you shouldn't watch it for the religious people. It takes place in
And
hell.
also, and not just that. Also, it also has to do with it also has curse words. So
It does have
not
curse words
very
as
written,
well
so
as inappropriate imagery and
Behavior.
and behaviors and stuff like that. But the thing
and also
that
Hell-
is a
Hell
bad
of
thing.
Boss too. Hell
That
of a
too.
Boss. That's another one.
That is another one. But it Has Been Hotel takes place in hell. And basically, it's about someone who was born in hell. They own a hotel to try and make it so that some people can be forgiven while they're in hell. Now, that's a bad thing because if you're religious and if you are in a Christian sort of religion, That's a bad mindset because that does not happen. You are judged based on what you did on earth, not based on what you did in hell. Besides, hell is going to be bad enough. You're not going to be able to make it up in hell anyway, because you're going to be tortured a lot.
Well,
So
they
again,
do have
very
it in
touchy
the,
subject.
they also do have in the Bible where if you go to heaven and then you do something bad in heaven, you fall into hell.
I have not heard that. I know that, angels, angels have fallen. Like Satan was an angel and then he fell. Like he fell from grace.
Mm-hmm.
But like when God judges us, he's not gonna if heaven's going to be perfect, then he's like there's not going to be any pain or suffering, which is going to make it a lot easier for people, and he's going to take that into account.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna be choosing people who are like nice and kind and helping others and like chose to help others, and like we're respectful of other people as well, and that believed in, at least believed in some sort of, creator of a father, who created the world and who's like everlasting and loves, loves us.
But another thing is humans also make mistakes.
Oh yeah, no.
So if you think about it, it could also be a mistake, or it could also because
Whoa.
Things. There's multiple things of why people could have went into hell. Like they were either forced to do things like that,
Right.
or they
Mistakes.
They made the mistake, or they had mental issues, things like that. Like there's
I'm
three thi-
sure-
there's those three things that could be the reason. But if they're doing it because they enjoy it, unless it's a mental issue. But if they do it because they enjoy it and
I'm sure God has
yeah.
it under control.
Yeah.
Neither of us can really say what God is going to do for for the judgments or anything. I
just kind of think it would be fair for like people with mental issues and like maybe people that made mistakes or forced to do it, because there's people that make the wrong mistakes and then they get stuck with it, you know what I mean? Because they made that mistake and now they're stuck with it and they have to,
Right, and that's the thing
and
about forgiveness though, is that like even if you're technically stuck with a with a mistake physically, like you might be in jail for it, you can still be forgiven for it. And here's the funny thing is that people think that some things that you do are just straight up unforgivable, when that is not the case. The Bible states all you need to do is ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness and try to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Do your best to be better. Are you going to keep making mistakes? Yes, of course you're gonna keep making mistakes. You're human.
Yeah, and
I've
God
never
made
met a
us
human.
that way.
Yeah,
God purposely made us that way because
he
it'd
made
be boring.
us.
It would be boring if we wouldn't make mistakes. You know what I mean?
It totally would be. Like we would be living absolutely perfect lives and there would be absolutely no pain and suffering. But if we needed, if there was no pain and suffering in the first place, how would we learn?
Yeah, exactly. You learn from your mistake.
Exactly. Mistakes aren't something that should be, sulked over. They should be learned from. If you make a mistake, if you break a window, go to your mother, go to your father and say, "Hey, I made a mistake. I broke a window. I'm sorry." And that's exactly what I did. Is I actually have broken a window by accident, and as soon as my dad got home, I said, "I'm sorry. I broke a window." And he said, "I forgive you, but you're still gonna repair the window." So we went and we got the window cut.
Sounds like my parents almost.
Yeah, and it's a good way to say yes, you made a mistake, but you still gotta pay for it. You are forgiven for your mistake, but you are still going to pay for it.
Yeah,
Just
that's how
because
the real world works, so that's
Yeah.
a good way at teaching. This is a good thing because I feel like especially kids. I feel like a lot of the mistakes should be justified because they are kids. They're learning from their mistakes, and they're gonna make more mistakes than us adults.
right,
And so that's why I don't like adults that try making them be perfect and all this, so that's why, if I was to have a kid, I would encourage them to make mistakes because they'll learn from the mistake. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so but of course, if they make a bad mistake, they're gonna have to pay for it and all this by doing something to, and
Right. Like
um,
it's the difference between, smacking your brother upside the head with a stuffed animal and making him cry versus, breaking a window.
yeah. So depending on how bad it is, that's how bad the punishment is. So that way they learn about the real world as well. I mean,
Right.
that there's punishments for everything. But also there's also another thing that I also look at. I look at everything. No matter what you do, there's consequences.
Oh yeah, no, there's
Good,
always going to be
there's good.
consequences. There's going to be good and
Yeah, there's
bad consequences.
Yeah, good and bad, and that's why when I have kids, this is kind of how I want to explain it. I want to say there's consequences matter what you do, but you want to aim for the good consequences.
Yeah.
All this.
Yeah, you always want to be doing your best. Now,
Mhm.
sometimes we don't know what our best is. Sometimes we
True.
will do what we think is our best, but we're not actually doing our best. And the people
Or
around
is
us
what we
will
think
know
is-
this.
Or we do what we think is right
Right.
too. And that's actually another thing why we get into a lot of wars, because sometimes we both get in disagreements because we are both seeing different pictures, and it's not because they're both that one side's a bad guy and the other side's a good guy. It's shades of gray. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's where they're neither of them are really the bad guys. Just they're both not seeing the full picture. You know what I mean? They're both
Yeah, I know what you mean.
they see they're trying to follow what they think is right, but in order to prove that it's right, they have to do a war or whatever it is, to prove, or to, I guess, prove their point or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And, well, sometimes that point might just be we want our freedom.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
so
yeah, I
that's
do agree
why-
that some people, ISIS, they started a war because of religion, and that's
Mhm.
just something stupid. Never start a war because of religion.
Mhm.
Like, respect them. At least tolerate them. If they have a different religion from you, just at least tolerate them.
like how I feel is, like, because if you don't know, I'm not really religion, but I do have my own beliefs. But
Right.
anyway, so pretty much I feel like, like even things in my videos that I say, I wouldn't say to certain people's faces because it would be kind of disrespectful. I don't
Right.
find it disrespectful because I'm not saying it to their face, but if I was to say it to them directly, I would find that offensive. So that's why I don't, like, if someone was like a Christian, almost, I would never say, G and D or whatever you want to say. Well, I don't know if what religion you are, so I'm not saying it or whatever. So
I am more so I don't call myself a Christian. I call myself a child of God. Now I have a very good reason for that, and that's because a lot of, the name quote unquote Christian it's just been tainted. So many, like judgmental, people that like they claim to be Christians, and they go to church on Sundays, but then they go and they go to like a Steak and Shake or something, and they don't tip their waitresses, and they're super disrespectful, to the waitresses. They might be like looking at the waitress with like, eyes of an adult when their wife is standing right there.
oh wow.
Yeah, there are people who are quote unquote Christians who will do that, and that's why I don't call myself a Christian. I call myself a child of God, and it goes.
So
Hmm?
so yeah, pretty much like how I feel is, like any beliefs, like if you're in their or whatever, respect their their religion, or if
Oh,
they're
in
standing
general.
like yeah, I know. Wait, I was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So like if you're supposed to do this certain thing on their land and all this, because it's their religion and all this is
Yeah.
the land of God or something like that, yeah, of course do what they say because it's their religion. You gotta respect it.
Yeah, like
And
take
there's-
off your shoes on holy land.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's also like other religions where it's not on land or something that's like you gotta follow these these certain things or whatever. You
Yeah,
gotta
like,
respect that because
You gotta
that's
follow
that's
rules
you
and
know
stuff.
yeah, it's their religion and all mess and things like that. And
Right.
it's kind and it would and you gotta you to be respectful, you gotta follow their religions.
Yeah. And the thing about my religion is it's not particularly a religion per se. Um, and the reason why I say that is because when you think about religion, you think about like all the practices that come with a religion, like with like Muslim stuff.
Hmm.
If you make a mistake like during prayer or like if you pass gas or burp, you have to go wash yourself. You gotta like wash your arms and your feet. And you gotta cleanse yourself. But the thing with my like, quote unquote religion is, well, it's just the Bible. If the Bible
Hmm.
says something, then I believe it. But that's not as far as it goes, because I will like, if I'm not sure of something of the Bible, I'll look it up. I'll look at like 10, 20 different versions of the Bible, and I'll see what those versions have to say as well. If they all have the same consensus, then I'll go with the consensus. But like if one or two has like if one or two says something that's like completely different, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna read that version of the Bible anymore, because that said something completely different. Like the Message version of the Bible is probably one of the most laughed at versions of the Bible, just because it
Uh,
takes everything into its own wording and it just gets a lot of stuff wrong.
ah,
Yeah, so I never look at the Message version, but I will look at like NIV, NLT, NASB. Those are just a few of the versions that I
yeah,
look
with
at.
yeah, with me, I kind of just believe what I feel like is more plausible. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and
Like to me, I don't know. Like I'm not like saying God is not real. For me,
right,
I'm on the edge. Like he could be real, but he also couldn't. You know what I mean?
right,
Like so like I'm in between there. You know what I mean? And then
yeah,
with like demons and angels and all this and gods and all this, I feel like like if there's multiple gods or one guy, it could because it could be multiple. You never know.
right.
Um,
So on
so
that subject, and I'm sorry to interrupt you here,
oh, it's
but
fine.
in the subject of there being like multiple gods, I do believe that I can't say whether or not there's multiple or not. I can
Yeah.
say though that God is the creator. He is the one who created everything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he has always been there. You know, he lived for fathomless eternities before the earth was even born. No one created him. He just always has existed. Now, I
Wait, I
now
also
I
oh,
believe,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, but I believe
It's fine.
if there are other gods, then God created these, other lesser gods. But
Ah,
that's, if
and
there are. I don't, I can't say for sure because I don't want to.
yeah,
I don't want to know.
I have multiple beliefs about that. Because to me, I feel like it could be also multiple gods that have created everything. What's that religion? With where there's like God of thunder and all this. Like I feel like there could be like all these different gods that have created different things. You know what I mean? Like maybe the God of thunder was the one that created all the different types of weather and all this and things like that. You know what I mean?
I know what
And
you mean.
maybe things like that. Or it could also be one god, like you said. Or it also could have been, and also here's another thing that I feel like would be more plausible because I don't know how that would work where one being, because I feel like to me, I feel like it would be more plausible if because how you when you go forward you don't know what's ahead. It's slowly getting created as you go,
Yes.
and then with I feel like our history is the same. You know what I mean? It just keeps on creating itself as it's going. So it's like going both ways at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, so
So
I believe, like, God has created things, but we have also created things ourselves. Like, we created, like, computers and houses and, nations.
and we also technically were God because we created beings and things with computers.
Well, you could step on those lines, but I don't want to step on those lines specifically because that's a very hard thing. That's,
Oh,
um,
and also another thing that I find
no.
could be plausible is that God is like God is actually a being in another universe that actually created a computer program that created this universe.
I mean, it might be plausible, it might not be, but that's something that, that's just straight up a theory, and you can't even prove that to yourself.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have multiple theories on it. I don't just look at one. I have multiple. So that's why I'm like, like he could be real, he could not be real. He could be this, he could be that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I have multiple. That's why I have multiple different theories about that. But here's another one that I don't really have multiple on. So to me, so if you look at animals and humans, different species, you know what I mean? Different species.
Yeah.
So if you look at them, they're they don't all act the same, you know what I mean? They all act a little differently from each other and all that, even though
Yes.
they're all the same species. So what I believe is angels, gods, and demons and all of them, they all have their own goods, and like some of there's some good that's in there, and then there's also some bad mixed in with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's what I believe, because I kind of see them as more of like a species than like different species is. You know what I mean?
Well, I believe my general consensus is that I believe in God the Father. I believe that he has created everything, and I believe that he has given life to everything. Or not it goes from there, I don't know. But I believe that he is the creator of everything, and I believe he is my father. I do believe that Jesus was his son, at least in a spiritual form.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that Jesus didn't make mistakes because he is the spiritual son of, of God. I believe that more like we're more like children. Like Jesus was his son, but like we are technically still God's, sons and daughters. But that was like almost like a copy of God, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
Like Jesus
So
was
you
like
think,
the son, but like almost like a
yeah,
copy.
for God, I have multiple theories, multiple different theories and thoughts on that. But
Yeah.
with the whole demon thing, that's pretty much my thoughts on that and all this. So that's what I think of that. That's because I don't really have many, on that. That's pretty much the only one I have right now, and that's what I believe in, because
Right.
because I find it plausible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So to me, I go for what I feel like would make sense. You know what I mean?
Right. The thing with some religions like this one, or mine, quote unquote, is well, the most important part of my religion is that it's a relationship. There's not necessarily any special practices that I need to do. I don't need to read the Bible. I do read the Bible, but I don't need to. Like, I believe that in my religion, I believe that you should read the Bible, but you don't necessarily need to. It's not like a thing where like if you don't read the Bible, you'll go to hell. But it definitely helps you, understand what's actually going on, and it can be a very good, book for like wisdom and just like getting better in yourself. You could believe that, the Bible is a load of bullcrap, but you got to admit the Bible has a lot of good wisdom in it that will help you progress in your life.
Like, wait, like what I feel with the Bible is I feel like there's parts that could be, like there's parts that it's probably like that, but I feel like there are parts in there that could be true and all this. You know what I mean? So I'm like, so again, it goes back to the saying where I'm
Right.
like on edge. You know what I mean? So like, it could be real, it could not be real, it could be even a little
Over exaggerated?
yeah, you know what I mean? So it could have been something that was real, but just over exaggerated, and it was just, turned into something a little more different from what it actually was.
Now, when it comes to the religion, or when it comes to my thing, is in order to know for yourself, you have to step out in faith. You have to go to him and be like, all right, I'm on the edge here. Show me a sign. Give me, faith that you might be real or not. Like, I want to know for myself. Show me proof. And that's not something that you can, just it's not something that you can mass produce, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can just, go to your sister and be like, oh, God's real and this is why. Because
Yeah.
to you, that could be concrete proof that he exists. But to her, that
Yeah.
could just be a bunch of bullcrap.
Yeah, true.
So there's that argument of, is there proof that God exists? A lot of people would say no. A lot of people would say yes. I think that the majority of the proof is personal. Because he's not going to look at the whole human race and be like, I've given you... Well, first off, he made the Bible. Like, he at least influenced the Bible. And he was like, here's the proof. If you need more, it's got to be personal.
Yeah.
Like, it's on a person-to-person basis.
Yeah, I kind of agree with the personal thing. Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because there is multiple religions and things like that. And all this, and I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like it depends on what you believe, and that's what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've had a lot of religious arguments with people, so I do know what I'm talking about. It has happened
Yeah,
before.
I don't really have many. I kind of am like, I try stopping a lot of them because I don't see the point
Yeah.
of having an argument on something like that, because it's
Yeah.
just it's just what you believe in, and maybe what someone else believes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll stop it if, like, the person's just being, like, completely disrespectful and just, won't listen to a single word that anyone's saying. But otherwise, if the person's, like, willing to listen, and willing to talk, person to person and not get, like, mad and, my opinion's better than yours, then if they're willing to do that, then by all means, I'm willing to talk to them. I don't mind. But if they're being like, my opinion's better than yours, then I don't want to talk to them. If they're just going to judge my opinions, if they're going to judge the opinions and what I know, I don't want to talk to them. Did you have to mute yourself? Okay, so Reardent had to mute themselves. I think that would be good to say. I actually do think it might be a good idea to end soon. I actually did tell Veronica an hour ago that I would end soon. So this actually might be a good time to end. I don't particularly know when I will be live streaming next. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week. Although my birthday is next week, so we don't know. I don't know for sure. Let me just kill these cows real quick. I want your beef. Give me that beef. Alright. Well, have a nice day, everyone. And I will see you next time.